Good afternoon. Let's look at question number 48. It says g of x equals a negative 0.5 x squared minus 5. And it wants us to graph the function and label the vertex and the axis of symmetry. So the first thing we need to figure out is what is our x value. So we're going to take a negative b over 2a. And if we look at this, there is no b value, so it's just minus 0 over 2 times a negative 0.5. Because we have 0 on the top, that means our number is 0, which makes our calculation for our vertex pretty simple. Let's make our table. We have our x. And remember that g of x is just a fancy way of saying y. So we're going to put our 0 in the middle. We're going to have our negative 1, and negative 2, 1, and 2. So if I plug 0 into this function, negative 0.5 times 0 minus 5 is just going to give me a negative 5. If I plug in a negative 1, here I'm going to find g of negative 1. So I'm taking a negative 0.5 times a negative 1 squared minus 5. Well, negative 1 squared is going to give me a positive 1. Positive 1 times a negative 5 is going to give me a negative 0.5. And then we're going to subtract the 5. So that's going to give me a negative 5.5. Remember that in parabolas they are symmetric. So if we have a negative 5.5 there, we're going to have a negative 5.5 here. So now let's find g of a negative, or g of positive 2. Doesn't matter if we do positive 2 or negative 2 in this case. They're both symmetric from the axis of symmetry. 2 squared minus 5. If I take 2 squared, that's going to give me 4. And half of 4 is going to give me 2. So we're going to get a negative 2 minus 5. If we combine those like terms, it's going to get a negative 7. So a negative 7 here, a negative 7 here. So now let's graph our equation. This one is centered on 0, 0. So or not in 0, 0, but in 0, negative 5. So we're going to go 0. Actually, let's create the line at a different place. We put, because we are going negative, so we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make our point for our vertex. And then if we go out one in this direction, one in that direction, it's going down to 5.5, so that's just a little bit down. And then if we go down to 2, it's going down to 7, so that was 5, 6, 7. Here. Let's draw a parabola. That way. So we have a parabola that opens down. Our axis of symmetry is going through 0. And our vertex is 0. Have a great day. Bye-bye.